Imagine seeing a collection of pictures and feeling your mouth drop, not because they are filthy or outrageous, but rather because they present a lady you assumed you already knew in a completely other way. That's what occurs when people first see those iconic G-Strlng pictures of Anni-Frid, the fiery redhead from the iconic band that revolutionized pop music. She appears fearless, liberated, and completely in charge in these photos, which some claim leave little to imagination. This is more than just a small piece of fabric, so stay with me to the very end of the video. It's about image, power, and a woman who figured out how to be herself while all eyes were on her. The entire narrative is something you should not miss. Anni-Frid will always be remembered by a great number of fans as the powerful, enigmatic voice on those popular songs, walking on stage with effortless grace, colorful costumes, and a grin that revealed more than anyone could have imagined. She didn't have to make an effort to appear attractive. Unlike other celebrities, people were unable to take their eyes off of her as she simply stepped into the light. It seemed as though the curtain had been drawn back even farther when pictures of her in a G-Strlng emerged. People were astonished, intrigued, and frequently amazed by her self-assured appearance. But now is the time to slow down and take a closer look. There is more to such pictures than merely skin exposure. They capture a point in time when she was under a great deal of stress. Every move was captured on camera. Larger-than-life pictures were desired by the music industry. Fans desired bold and memorable posters, covers, and positions. A G-Strlng photo session was more than just making fun of people in that environment. "I am here, I am strong, and I am not afraid of my body," was the message conveyed. She was aware that others would speak, but she also understood that she was entitled to choose how she portrayed herself. However, there was a price to pay for being perceived in that manner. Some people merely paid attention to her appearance, ignoring her skill, her diligence, and the difficult path that led her there. They handled her as if she were just another wall poster. Beneath those pictures, however, was a lady who had worked non-stop, performed on stages all around the world, and endured the weight of celebrity. The G-Strlng pictures appear different when you keep that in mind. You see more than just a bold bikini. In a world that has always sought to control her, you witness a person asserting control over how she is perceived. Imagine how you would feel if the most talked about photos of your life were taken when you were considerably younger and more courageous, possibly before you realized how long they would last. Those pictures never truly disappeared for Anni-Frid. The phrase "leave little to imagination" appeared repeatedly in publications, interviews, and web posts. However, a thorough examination of her face in those pictures reveals more than simply a physique on exhibit. Focus, strength, and even a hint of fun are evident. She was not ashamed of what she was doing since she knew what she was doing. She gradually distanced herself from that type of public persona. Life was altered. She had significant life events, profound grief, and personal suffering that molded her in ways that a camera could never fully depict. She moved away from the limelight and opted for a quieter, more private existence that was full of introspection and personal development. While the real person continued to progress, the woman in the G-Strlng pictures became a symbol of the past. The healing, the searching, and the quiet moments when someone chooses who they truly want to be, away from blazing lights, are things that the posters never depict. Therefore, don't just chuckle and move on the next time you encounter those well-known pictures. Keep in mind the complete person behind them: a performer, a singer, a survivor, and a woman who dared to live loudly in a society that sought to contain her. Make sure to watch our videos through to the finish. Hit like, share this with another fan who recalls her on stage, and subscribe if you enjoyed delving deeper into this story and want more candid views at the real lives behind surprising news. This will ensure that you don't miss the next compelling tale.